right, so I'll just start it off with we had a little bit of a blunder, and it's all my fault. So we pretty much recorded a whole podcast. We got definitely 3/4 of the way through, and I did not hit record on the microphones.
He done goofed. And so there was definitely great content, but you'll never see it. So it's okay though, because luckily when we started this, we did have quite a bit of topics to cover, and so because of that, I think we're going to be just fine. I am bummed. I am heartbroken that it won't be used, but that's okay. That's what makes the show great. Even though you don't know about it, other than me telling you this, just know that we already screwed up before the show started.
Off with a bang. So, with that, let me introduce. So, hey guys, we're very excited to have you watch and join us on our podcast. This is going to be a new adventure for us, and we are just absolutely thrilled to get this going. This is a long time coming, and we're nerds at heart. We're just two big nerds, talk about it all day at work, and so it's exciting to get to share this and really just get a break from our wives, just so we can talk nerd without hearing about it.
Depending on who's watching, yes.
Depending on, right?
They're watching, no. Everyone else.
Sorry, Tiff. All right, so my name's Justin from Hardware IO, and this is my very good friend Colby, and he is pretty much a slayer at World of Warcraft.
That is 100% true.
Yes.
True. Yeah, I play World of Warcraft, the classic. Been playing it for about 3 years, 2.5 years now.
Only way to go.
The only way to go. So I'm a Shadow Priest on Misrael, I think, and we raid 2 days a week. We're finally the new on the Burning Crusade. A new expansion, a new phase came out, phase 2 last week or 2 weeks ago. So we're on to the new bosses, and that's pretty fun. A raid after the kids go to bed. Right.
Once the kids are away, Dad'll play.
Dad'll play all night. Yeah, play about 3 hours a night on weekdays.
Weekdays.
Yeah.
You don't play on the weekends at all?
Less. Well, it depends. I try not to, but I do.
Yeah.
I have good intentions. Like if my kids are asleep. Let's I'll play. And
right.
I'll be stuck in a dungeon, and then they're waking up. Let me finish the dungeon.
Dad can't get to them right now, Mom.
I gotta. And then the wife's always like, Colby, can you watch this? I'm like, no. She's like, can't you pause it? No.
Can't pause the real world.
Can't pause the real world.
Real World of Warcraft.
And then you played a little bit with me.
Yeah, man. Couldn't keep up. That's for sure.
No, that was
a hunter.
He was a hunter.
Yeah. Should have been a dwarf for how little I was compared to this guy. But it's super fun. It's something we both played back in the day when there was no classic and retail. It was just World of Warcraft. And so what's crazy is everybody's excited about the Burning Crusade, but this is an expansion that has been out for, I don't know, 15 years,
give or take.
10 years.
Give or take.
It's been a while. So really everybody's getting excited to play something that they already know from start to finish and it probably already played. So that's okay. We love wasting money if it's
and
fun. And time. Yep. But yeah, no, so this guy is just a demon. If you ever stumble across him in World of Warcraft,
you'll probably
watch
kill me.
Out. Well, yeah, maybe.
No, Shadow Priests are pretty nasty.
Yeah.
I don't do. Yeah, they're pretty nasty.
But so that's so I mean, we're definitely big nerds. And
what games do you play? If you don't play World of Warcraft very well, you got to play another game well. Like, don't you? What's that other game you play right now?
So I play Assassin's Creed Valhalla now. Don't get it much time. Got a newborn, which I talk a little bit on Hardware IO. But I've been playing this game for 2 weeks, and I can't even really say that I've been playing this game because it's just been 30 minutes here and there, hour here and there, but nothing really gets done because I think I'm only on mission 2.
So how long do missions take?
For me, quite a while.
So
I'm more of an adventure. I'm not a thrill seeker. I'm just I'm enjoying the environment. I've got a 3090, and so I've cranked everything up.
Oh, so you're like a bird watcher.
Yep.
Yep, binoculars out. There's Vikings and stuff that I should be raiding.
Do they have good outfits on at least?
Yeah, I don't know.
What do you mean? What are you looking at then? Like, what are you looking at? Like,
there's a giant elk in the game that's somewhat of a boss, and actually, Ron corrected me. I think they're called legendary beasts or something. But so it was cool because I stumbled across this frozen lake, and in it is what I thought was going to be like a spirit guide or something, but it attacks you, and you're supposed to kill it, get its antlers, and I actually don't even remember what I collected from it at this point, because every time I turn off the game, it's to run to a screaming child, and everything is just reset upstairs. But
how many times did it take you to kill this boss?
Once.
Just once?
Yeah, I don't know why Pete says some of these things are super hard. Hopefully Pete doesn't watch YouTube. I don't imagine he does. But so he there's a couple things that I've come across where he's like, "Oh, it's super intense, it's super hard. It's going to, it took me a couple tries, and I don't know, maybe because I'm a real gamer, but it didn't take me, it just took once."
You're the real gamer. Yeah. I would love to see Pete playing games. I truly would love to see like older people of older generation play games. Not that
I'm poking fun at him, but so just to put into context, this is Pete on a computer hitting keys, and so I don't have a controller in front of me, but there are buttons, and I wonder if it's just like, oh dang it, I died again. I don't know.
Yes, I mean,
right.
You know what.
Sorry, Pete, if you ever see this.
No,
we're not poking.
No, Pete,
you're
my homeboy.
Yeah.
I would just love to see you. I've seen you type, so I know how quick you are. But so that's your game. Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Is that what it's called?
Yeah, Valhalla, which is crazy though. So like, obviously, I love World of Warcraft, but first-person shooters are definitely my thing. Call of Duty, Halo, that type of stuff.
Yeah, like all the good ones.
All the good ones. I like fast pace. I like run and gun.
Call of Duty. What's the other one that just came out? Valorant. You play Valorant?
No.
Okay.
No, I don't ever get to play games now. I even downloaded, I don't know if you've ever heard of it, but it's called Kerbal Space Program, and you play at your own pace, which is perfect. But I think the goal, obviously I haven't gotten far in this game either, but you build a rocket ship with real world physics, like you're at NASA, and you're trying to get these little green creatures, these Kerbals, to space and collect science material when you get up there. But what I love about it is there's nothing happening ever in the game.
So you can't die.
I can't die. I can walk away from it.
Not die.
And if I got a screaming kid, it's like, oh, hold on, I'm a rocket scientist, but I can pause what I'm doing. I don't have a budget and shareholders, so yeah, and there's nobody shooting at me, so I can just walk away. It's perfect.
Nice. That sounds like a wonderful game.
It might as well be like Cut the Rope that I'm playing, or
Roblox.
I've never played Roblox.
I play that with my kids all the time.
Yeah, it seems like a lot of people play that.
Yeah, it's pretty creative.
Is that like Minecraft?
It's like the 8-bit like Minecraft, and it's great. You see, like a lot of people can make games kind of like Minecraft, like it's really cool. It's really cool. It's good for the kids.
Yeah,
but
that's cool. Yeah, it seems like a lot of people are into it.
You might like it. But you can die. It takes like 3 shots to the head to die, so you last a long time.
I'm out.
I'm out. Killed by
Immediately
a
start
5-year-old.
Screaming, and there's gonna be a little kid killing me, and I'm gonna be screaming to my wife. I
can't deal with this right now.
I just got killed by a 7-year-old. Dang it!
You can't even spell LOL right.
This is where my life has come. Oh man, but yeah. So yeah. We're definitely nerds. We love everything MCU, love video games, movies, shows. I mean, we eat, breathe, sleep this stuff. So it's just a good chance to share it with you guys, and hopefully you have the same passion we do. So in this podcast, we're going to cover, shows, movies, games, reviews, recaps. Could be new stuff, old stuff. There's a lot of new stuff coming out that's unfolding right now with the MCU and outside of the MCU. And yeah, so as you just brought up, there's that Hawkeye show coming out.
Yeah.
Which
I didn't know.
Which could be. So you always had Scarlett Johansson's Black Widow and Hawkeye, not in a love thing,
like best friend.
Definitely best friends. They had each other's backs. They were both kind of the outsiders, and they looked after each other. And in Endgame, it was definitely one of the more touching parts where they're sacrificing
each
other.
Kill each other for the other one.
Yeah, so you got to see. Well, you haven't seen it, but Black Widow came out, which was definitely the first movie after Endgame, and it was. I'm not gonna call it lackluster, but I had higher expectations after the snap. But so now you get to see this TV show where Hawkeye's in it. Is it a show? Movie?
It's a show.
Show.
It's a
Show.
They're not doing too many movies, I don't think. Right?
Okay.
Yeah, they're coming out.
Right. So I don't know. That's a good opportunity to kind of dive into Hawkeye because he is not a superhero, but he's pretty BA.
Yeah, I mean he's cool. He doesn't have all the powers, but he's got perfect aim for the most part. So
should be on the show Top Shot.
He probably would win every time.
I think so.
Every time.
So.
But Black Widow.
Yeah, Black Widow. Yep. You excited? You gonna check it out? When are you gonna check it out?
I am gonna check it out. When it's free on Disney Plus.
When's that?
October 6th.
Holy cow!
I'm excited. I keep checking every day, and then finally I read.
I think that's the day Free Guy also comes out on Disney.
Is it free?
No, I don't think so.
6 months it'll be free, and then I'll let you know how it is.
Are you gonna watch that one though?
Yeah, I'll watch
the Ryan Reynolds Free Guy.
Yeah, when it's free. Yeah, I mean, I go to movies. Don't get me wrong. I just haven't been to a movie in a couple years.
Yeah, has it been that long?
It's been a minute.
Did you watch Endgame in theaters?
I did. Yeah, I went to I think every single Marvel in theaters.
Okay.
Up to this stuff.
Yeah.
Up to I don't think I saw the new Marvel one that just came out. I want to, but
I don't even know what phase they're on right now. I think it's like
in
fourth.
Between. Yeah, I think they're on phase 4. I think phase 3 was Endgame. I think phase 4 is coming out now.
That makes sense. I think that's what it is. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of cool stuff coming out because I don't know. I'm super excited. Obviously, we had Thanos, and Thanos was a pretty dang big deal. Now that he's gone, there's been a lot of shows that have given you a little backstory, something to kind of keep you happy while they're in this lull making new movies and trying to figure out where Phase 4 is going. But while there's been a lot of just, I don't want to say terrible shows, there's been a lot of shows that I could have not watched.
What show are you talking about?
So WandaVision wasn't great.
What would you give it out of 10?
Out of 10. Well, compared to what we just seen with the MCU, I'd probably give it like a 4.
I knew you were gonna say 4. I mean, I didn't like the first 2 episodes. I almost turned it off because it was black and white. And
okay, right. So you saw yeah. So that part was weird. I did pick up where they were going with it because you got to see like all these old sitcoms like the Brady Bunch and Partridge Family and whatnot. But yeah, to start off black and white and to drag it out for what was it, 4 or 5 episodes?
It was a long time.
As you're going into color and into something watchable, it was a weird directing choice for the show, I think.
Yeah, it was weird. I mean, I get their angle at the end of it, but it didn't hook me at the beginning, and it took me a minute. I bet you a lot of people turned it off because of that. And you weren't one of them because you almost did.
I almost did.
I almost did too.
Yeah, no, I almost turned it off, but I'm glad I did hang out because that one character, we were talking about it before this, the other witch that's in it.
Agatha.
Agatha?
Agatha.
Agatha. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. I don't know why I said Hagatha. I'll take some Haggith. I'm hungry. So yeah, Agatha's character, Haggith.
I don't know what that is.
I think it's like a blood sausage.
Oh,
yeah.
Could be good.
I don't know, Bulgarian or whatever. Yeah,
I'll eat
it. So Agatha's character kind of made me excited because it's like, okay, here it got introduced into a TV show, but here is like a bad guy or woman that you can kind of see she's not going to be a big character or a big baddie like he who remains or Thanos, but it's like a little precursor, foreshadowing, and it's something you get to see. So it was like, okay, all right, thanks for giving it this launching point. I probably could have just watched the last 2 episodes and been like, oh, all right, cool, thank you. But I will give it a better rating than Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
You didn't like Falcon?
Stopped. I didn't watch it all the way. Did you finish it?
Of course I did.
You actually?
It was free. Of course I finished it. I mean, it was free.
Sure.
It was. Yeah.
Is it worth making it to the end?
You can watch it.
Is there anything to gain? Like, does it
I mean,
set up anything?
Yeah, I guess a little character background. Character background's never bad. Is it worth 9 hours of your time?
From what I got, or I was talking to somebody about that show, and what they were saying is that this show was necessary. So I do feel like I need to go back and watch it, as painful as that might be.
No,
but
you can watch it while you're playing Valhalla, and you can watch.
right. Just me, shut up. I got some stuff to do. But yeah, no. So what they were saying is that this show was very necessary because when the MCU starts making movies and you see Falcon. Yeah, when you see Falcon, he is going to be Captain America. Mm-hmm. And you can't just obviously be like, hey, he's Captain America. You'd be like, where did that come from?
Well, he gave him the shield. I mean,
you gave him the shield.
He didn't feel like he deserved it. Yeah. But in reality, it's like the same thing with Iron Man giving Spider-Man everything.
And I don't think that anybody else would have thought that he deserved it too. And so that's probably why the show was made, so you can watch that transition. He fight with his inner demons. He lost a lot of people. He doesn't feel worthy. And then I imagine at the end, it's like, I can be this guy for everybody else.
And someone saw something better in me than I saw myself, which is
which I feel like you could have just summed up in like 15 minutes in an episode or in the background of a movie, just as like a side story. But that's okay. All right, so you had Falcon and the Winter Soldier, and there was something else.
There was Falcon and the Winter Soldier. You had Loki.
How could I forget about Loki? That was an amazing show.
Yes.
Yep. Start to end. Just incredible. You got to see a different side of Loki, and you got to see that truly was a stepping point for the MCU, and giving everybody a really good idea where it's going into the multiverse of madness with Doctor Strange. No Way Home touches on it, especially in that trailer. So I only saw I think it was like a teaser, like a 30-second trailer, but it had him, Doctor Strange, and Octopus in it. And I really don't even know what the movie's going to be about. But Loki was necessary. I don't know.
Oh yeah, Loki. Yeah. I love Loki. Well, you kind of hate him throughout the MCU, Yeah,
you
kind of don't like him.
Yeah, he's the guy you love to hate.
Yeah, you hate him when he's against you, but you love him kind of because he betrays you. But
he's witty. He's kind of like Tyrion in Game of Thrones.
Just like Tyrion.
Yeah,
but Tyrion is awesome.
Oh yeah,
I love Tyrion. But no, he was awesome, and then him and Owen Wilson together are just
wow.
Yeah, love Owen Wilson. Owen Wilson's amazing.
Oh yeah, he's incredible. The way he cuts Loki down, and he brought like some realism to the show. He's definitely like you just plucked somebody out of the real world and set him in the MCU, and he had like that fresh perspective of like, okay, you think you're a big old god like character, and it's like,
we've seen bigger.
We've seen bigger. We have infinity stones in a drawer in our accounting department or whatever that was. And so you're nothing, and it was incredible to watch from start to finish.
Yeah, it's cool how they how they progressed as a team. At the very end. If you haven't seen it, I'm sorry, but it's cool how they like went together, and then at the end, he finally believes in him and that he is as good as he is, super witty and super cunning.
That people can change. That was kind of like a big thing. Yep. Yeah. Because time's already written, Owen Wilson knows that Loki can't change, doesn't believe Loki when he says that he can change. It's like, I've watched your whole life 1,000 times, you're not changing. And then obviously he meets the other Loki. I don't want to give too many spoilers, even though the show's been over for quite some time, so that's on you.
It's still free.
It's still free. But so change in Loki as a character, which I think is going to carry over to the MCU.
Absolutely.
Or does he stay in limbo?
I bet you it's carrying over.
It's got to carry over.
It has to.
Yeah, I would think it would. But I mean, you have the timeline branchings, you have the multiverse of madness, you have all these different universes and multiverses combining. So, I don't think there's any reason why you couldn't just bring that Loki that has this like new profound self-awareness into the MCU.
Will he betray everyone still?
With the ability to see everybody's future while he's at the TV. Oh no! He's already in another universe. He's like a scared little child, and I don't know if you can bring him back into the MCU just yet. It might be quite some time because he's got a deal. He is in a universe where Kang, or like a variant of Kang, has already ruled, and I mean he might try to meet up with his buddies.
He's gonna try. I mean, he's gonna try to screw someone. He has to.
Yeah.
That's
got a
Loki.
mischief.
Yeah, he's got to. But
yeah. So no, very excited for that. And then so you got Loki that leads up into what we're about to see, the Multiverse of Madness. You got Far From Home or No Way Home coming out, and that from that little snippet I saw is heavily influenced by Loki, or not Loki, but Doctor Strange, and that's probably why there's so many of Tobey Maguire's enemies brought into this one, because we haven't seen that. In the 3 iterations, it's almost like the Hulk, how they kept bringing him back, but we haven't seen those bad guys yet since Tobey Maguire.
Since Tobey, yeah. What's Doctor
Octavius? Is it? Yeah, it's probably Dr. Octavius. It's Dr. Octopus or whatever.
But yeah, I heard rumors. I haven't seen the trailer truly. Watched it in the background, but not watched it.
Gotcha. So I was thinking it was Doc Ock.
Doc Ock.
Yeah.
That's right. I put the Spider-Man video game. That was a fun game.
Alter Ego, Octavius. Oh yeah.
Did you?
PlayStation?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, my young kid beat it. My middle child beat that game.
Dude, that was that for PlayStation, I think it was 2 when it came out, but that was such a groundbreaking game because you could swing building to building. It was like the first time you could free roam a map that extensive. And dude, I've wasted so much time in that game just swinging around.
Yeah, it's super fun. In the little easy missions, and some are super tough. But yeah, it's super fun because pretty much anyone can play that game. And I think he was 3 at the time. Yeah, he was just rocking it out. Just
seriously?
Beating up. Oh yeah, he beat the game when he was 3 years old.
Jesus,
it was crazy, and I love watching him. He was not better than me. he wasn't.
No,
he wasn't. He wasn't.
Oh man. That's pretty cool. When I was, let's see, what was that when we were young? So we had Super Nintendo or Nintendo. So it was like Duck Hunt, Super Mario World.
I like Mario World.
Right? Maybe it wasn't Super Mario World was for the Super Nintendo. I wasn't big into Zelda. Tiff is. She's
perfect.
massive.
That's all right.
Yeah. But I liked Super Smash Bros. I like Mario. Gosh, what else? Oh, Donkey Kong.
1, 2, or 3.
Country.
Just that's the same. That's the first one.
I don't remember. I don't know.
I like the second one. I have the third one. That was my favorite.
I'd have to see him again. It's been such a long time. But when I was, I don't know, cause it was a quick introduction to Nintendo, for the home consoles, and then, the Game Boys with Pokemon came out.
Those are awesome.
I pretty much set everything else aside just to play Pokemon.
I know. I would had a Game Boy in my room, and bedtime.
Bring.
Yeah, turn that baby on. Get your little light. It comes out, and you kind of just play some games for a couple hours.
You don't need no sleep. Just catch some Pokemon until school starts.
Look how I turned out.
Yeah, we're making a podcast. Still talking about nerd stuff.
Yeah. Still to this day, you're supposed to read at home. Yeah, read at home. Oh, absolutely. I was reading.
There's text in the game that you can read.
Absolutely. Which Pokemon do you want?
Right.
If you
it's
didn't
a
read,
big choice.
Pick the wrong one. Everyone picked Charmander, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay.
You had to.
Yeah.
Those 3 characters kind of set you up in that game so it didn't have a difficulty level, right? It wasn't easy, medium, hard, but that was your easy, medium, hard. Yeah, if you picked a grass type, Bulbasaur, that game was going to be very tough for you. Because right off the bat, you're going up against other grass types, and you are quickly meeting fire types, and you're going to get your dome rocked. Water would have definitely been, it's a safe bet because water is good against grass, I think, or neutral. But
fire is good against grass.
Fire's good. Yeah, fire's good against grass.
Water's good against fire.
Yeah. Yeah, and you don't. Yeah, so yeah, but it definitely would have went grass, water.
Grass was better than
fire.
Water. Yeah.
Fire easy, water medium,
yes.
grass hard.
Agreed. Yes.
Right.
Agreed.
Yeah, but I don't know. I always picked Charmander.
Everyone did.
Yeah.
Everyone who knew what to do it.
Yep. I wanted to get through that game as quick as possible because I was gonna play through it 10 more times.
You got that cheat code where you ran up and down the coast. And
got
a million rare candies.
Yeah. You had to bump into Miss Singo.
Yep.
Yeah,
And
once that popped up and Rare Candy was in your like third slot or whatever it was.
Something weird, 7th to 3rd. I don't remember.
Yeah, it would go 99999.
Yep. Master Balls. Oh yeah.
Yep.
Anyways.
Yep. So let's jump into it because there's a lot of nerds. There's a lot of movies and shows coming out, and I really want to see. I haven't sat. Well, it doesn't sound like either of us have, but we haven't sat down and really watched this trailer. And so we're gonna pull it up for you. You can watch along with us. We're just gonna give you our takes on it. I'm excited to see this.
Some suggest that Parker's powers include the male spider's ability to hypnotize females.
Stop, come on.
Yes, my spider lord.
Can we just like stay up here all day? It is so crazy down there.
He's definitely the best version.
Oh, I did like the middle one. What's his
He wasn't bad.
Listen, I did
Uh,
not kill
Andrew
Mysterio.
Garfield.
The
Yeah.
drones did. The drones that are yours.
Does any part of you feel relieved about all this?
What do you mean?
Direct continuation from
Now
Far
that
From
everybody
Home.
knows you don't really have to hide or lie to people.
For the record, I never wanted to lie to you. But how do you tell someone that you're Spider-Man? Now everybody knows. But this isn't about me. This is hurting a lot of people. I've just been thinking about
Mary
how to
Jane.
fix all of this.
final
So,
movies.
Peter,
Dude, I'm so excited.
I'm sorry to bother you.
2 years is
sir.
a long
Please,
time.
saved half the universe together. I think we're beyond you calling me sir.
Okay, Steven.
That feels weird, but I'll allow
I
it.
just love his kid side.
When
Yeah.
Mysterio revealed my identity,
Brings that, like,
I
realism.
got screwed up.
Just a big
I was
nerdy
wondering
kid.
if maybe
Yep,
you could make it
yep.
so that he never did.
Strange. Don't cast that spell. It's too dangerous. Fine.
So I gotta pause it right here. I don't know if you were gonna say something, but so I was talking to somebody, and maybe you have heard this, that their take is this isn't really Stephen Strange.
I have not heard that.
So there's a part in here where
That he has something.
yeah, so okay, so it's coming up. So there's a part in this trailer. I did see this part, but Stephen Strange, he offers to. So Spider-Man's thing is everybody knows who he is now. It's hard to be a kid. He doesn't want everybody to know him, and so Stephen Strange is about to do a spell that draws energy from the dark realm or whatever it's called, and that's a big no-no. And even his buddy in this trailer, they made a point to show that part, says like, Strange, I'm discouraging you from doing this. Do not do this. And he's like, yeah, I won't. And then he does it. So there's like a lot of theories that this is not Stephen Strange and that this is actually one of the versions of Kang. And that's why he's so open to helping him, not helping him, but doing the spell just to cause like havoc or something. Like there's got to be a reason for it. I forgot what the fan fiction was, but yeah. So because Kang is supposed to be such a big part,
So is this going simultaneously with Loki's part?
everything moving forward is
So
supposed
are
to be.
those are like on point because like this would be because when you see Doc Ock,
Yep.
you see him, you wouldn't see him if it was he's gone.
So you got to think. So Loki, so the Loki, the Tom Hiddleston that we were just watching in Loki, never actually experienced the snap, right? Because it was the past self that got sucked up by the TVA. Yep. So Thanos hasn't happened yet to that Loki, and then he caused the branching in the timelines, and so now because this Spider-Man movie is also before the snap, right?
No, it's got to be after. It's after.
Is it
Yeah,
after?
It's after because everything kind of goes in line. Kind of.
Was Far From Home after the snap?
Far from home. No, I think that was when he was high school. No, I think that was before.
It was before, right?
I think it was. I don't know.
Yeah. No, I think it was before, and so this is like a direct continuation of that. So this would also be before the snap.
That would because that'd be pretty direct after.
Yeah, and so yeah, so I think that's where they were going with this, is that this is actually a version of Kang, and I don't know if it's to get Spider-Man out of the way or to draw in, to cause chaos. That one darkness guy that you can kind of see
Yeah, I
in Doctor
remember.
Strange. like the more you draw from him, the more powerful you make him, and so I think it's like that Kang. I think that's what the fan fiction was, but it was to draw that guy out. And so I only wanted to bring that up just so you can watch this next part and see what you think.
Okay.
Yeah.
I won't. The entire world is about to forget that Peter Parker is Spider-Man.
Wait, everyone? Can't some people still know?
That's not how the spell works.
So MJ's gonna forget about everything we've ever been through?
Stop tampering with the spell.
Oh my God, Ned, he's my best friend. My Aunt May should really stop talking.
And you get a little glimpse of the Dark Realm.
Yep.
That
Just
purple.
But it looks like he just screwed up.
Yeah.
I mean, if it was quote unquote Kang,
Kang.
it would have been on purpose.
Yeah.
More so.
But
Unless
so there's
he's playing a game.
So there's something in here.
Unless he's playing a game with Spider-Man.
Could be. So
I have really bad eyesight.
where is oh. So I need to go back to about like a minute 37. All right, so there's one single. You remember the sacred timeline? So this is the sacred timeline, possibly. Every time. So he keeps throwing things in, and now there's a second one.
Stop tampering with the spell.
Oh my God, Ned, he's my best friend. My Aunt May should really
Keeps
stop
throwing
talking.
things, and every time it's like a branch.
So there's like 4 or 5 different branches.
They're messing with time in this to get everybody to forget
happened?
who Spider-Man is.
We tampered with the stability of space-time. The multiverse is a concept about which we know frighteningly little.
Which unknowingly, they don't know that Loki already set that in
Problem
motion.
is you trying to live
Which
two different
could have been why
lives.
the spell went awry anyway.
Gotcha.
The longer you do it, the more dangerous it becomes.
The Green Goblin.
Be careful what you wish for,
Little
Parker.
pumpkin bomb.
Hello, Peter.
So I had a question about that. How does he know that's him?
Right. Because
They've never.
and so that's why people think that Doc Ock came from Tobey Maguire's timeline, who already knew Spider-Man.
Yeah.
And so our Spider-Man that we're watching has no idea who this guy is, but he has already been dealing with Tobey Maguire.
I mean, that would make perfect sense. I mean, I would love to see. Are they getting all this like Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield? Are they coming in, or is that just a rumor, or what is that? That's nothing. We don't know.
I don't know though. There's been some stuff where all three of them have been together, like spotted together, whether it's for filming or promos. I don't know why, but I do think they're all going to be.
And what about Into the Spider-Verse? Because they kind of go into that a little bit in the cartoon. If you haven't seen the cartoon,
I saw 3/4 of it. A lot of people liked it.
I mean,
I don't know.
I liked a lot of it. I didn't. Some of the graphic kind of tweaked me out a little bit.
Yeah.
Just because it was.
Yeah.
But-
I think I need to rewatch it.
Yeah.
Now that like I know the MCU is going into this like branched universe or multiverse.
So they're pretty much going into you could die and then there could be 15 more Iron Mans.
That was the part that was weird for me because so like Star Wars, how at the end of it anybody can be a Jedi. You just have to believe, pretty much. I didn't like that because in the books and stuff you had to have like that sacred bloodline, of Luke, Leia, whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever. So now anybody can be a Jedi, and so the Spider-Verse felt like that, where anybody can be Spider-Man.
Yeah, like they had a pig.
Yeah, Spider-Pig, which is awesome because of The Simpsons. Spider-Pig.
I have heard that before.
Yep.
I have heard that. Yeah.
Does whatever a Spider-Pig does. Yeah,
Does
so
it keep going or is that
coming soon.
okay?
Yeah, so
Definitely, I am gonna pay for that one to actually go see that.
you're
promise
gonna
you.
drop your
I'm
cold,
gonna drop-
hard-earned cash.
I'm gonna see if I can sneak in first, but
Yeah,
we're gonna try it.
wearing a Spider-Pig outfit.
We're gonna wear some sort of outfit. No, I'm just gonna. I'll go see that one because I love popcorn at the movies. There's nothing.
It's pretty
There's
good.
nothing like popcorn at the movies because
That popcorn that's been sitting in that thing for hours.
Oh, soaking
like you're
that
going
butter.
into a Les Schwab or something.
Oh yeah, it's beautiful. There's nothing better than that popcorn.
It's pretty good.
It's really good. You get popcorn pop and you
Yep.
eat a refill and you're good.
No, but I am excited for this. So this already looks so much better than Black Widow. And I hate to bring it full circle, but don't go into Black Widow with high expectations. I'm trying to like beat it into you that it's just not amazing. So hopefully you'll be like, Justin said this might suck.
Free movie. You want me
it'll
to
be
pay,
a free movie.
Should I buy it now? Should
Nope.
I buy it tonight?
Nope.
Or
Don't-
should I
don't buy it.
I should just wait a week?
Which sucks because I really do love I love that character, Black Widow.
Mm-hmm.
It could have been a good movie, and I hate beating a dead horse, but it really could have been a good movie. It just went, I don't know if it's because Hopper's in it, but it went too
You don't like
slapstick silly.
You don't like Hopper?
It felt like a DC. I love Hopper and Stranger Things,
Love
but
him in Stranger Things.
it felt like a DC movie. That's all I'll say. I'll leave it at that. It felt like a DC movie.
So bad.
Felt like a DC movie. Felt like I was watching Aquaman or Justice League or something, and yeah.
My wife loves Aquaman.
Really? Oh, because of Momoa.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I'm sure every woman did. So yeah, no, I'm super excited. I can't wait to see where this is going, especially with He Who Remains, because it's just
You keep saying "He Who Remains." Every time you say that, I think of Voldemort.
oh.
Every single time you said it, and so
Right.
who is He Who Remains?
So Kang you can call him either. So Kang is like a variant of He Who Remains. He Who Remains, if I'm understanding it correctly, I haven't read up. Apparently there's quite a bit to read up on this, but He Who Remains is that. He is the guy who at the end of every sacred timeline or every timeline or whatever, like it all leaves
It's him.
Yep.
It's always him.
And he is the only pure one in every version, variant, universe, whatever, where there is a version of him. They are bad. They're very knowledgeable. They all seek to be the one true Kang. And so He Who Remains is like the purest one. And he's the one that should ultimately be in charge of the timeline. Any other one would just cause a multiverse battle that'll just span time. So it's weird, but because there's so many versions and there has to be a true one, I think that's why they just call him He Who Remains.
So the true one's dead.
Kang, a version of Kang.
Wasn't the true one?
Yeah. They thought it was.
But I thought they were all bad. Was he bad?
Yeah.
He was.
See, I don't know.
It
And I'm
wasn't that
sure
bad.
anybody watching this is going to just light up the comment section and be like, you guys are wrong. You have it all wrong. And that's okay. Fill us in. I don't know. Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, we're just talking. We're shooting the crap here. Yeah.
Pretty much.
But yeah, so I mean, that could be, where was I going with that? We were talking about He Who Remains, and you brought up Voldemort.
Lord Voldemort or the Dark Lord.
The Dark
He Who
Lord.
Remains and Kang,
Oh,
both have cool names.
no, there was something in there though that made me think of the Game of Thrones show that's coming out, and
House of Dragons.
I think we lost a GoPro. That's okay. I think the battery died on one of them.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm not worried about it. But yeah, House of Dragons is coming out, and I'm very excited for this one.
I love, big fan of Game of Thrones. Big
Dude,
fan of Game of Thrones. Tyrion,
seriously.
loved it. Loved all 7 seasons.
What was the eunuch's name?
Gosh, why do you bring this up? I mean, I haven't seen this show in like a year.
I know it's been a little bit.
Varys.
Varys and Tyrion made that show. Whenever those two were in a scene together,
they were awesome.
Yeah.
They were awesome.
It was
did you watch all 7 seasons?
Yep. It was amazing until the last.
No, there was only 7 seasons.
6 seasons.
There were 7 seasons.
7. Yeah. Wait, you're confusing me.
I am, because there actually was 8, but the last season sucked.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So we can call it 8 seasons, or we can call it 7 great seasons.
7
and then
seasons.
One try to get this done season.
Yep.
Very mad at the show. A lot of people liked it. Not one of them.
People liked the last season.
I've read some comments. People liked it. Oh, that
Probably
makes
also the people that like DC movies.
yeah, exactly who they are.
Yeah, no, 7 amazing seasons, like truly incredible right from the get-go. I mean, do you remember how you felt after you finished the first season? Seeing Ned Stark dead.
Yeah, so that hit me. When that happened, that was because Ned Stark. I remember him from like GoldenEye.
Oh,
I don't know if you remember that. He was like 006 or 008. I don't remember exactly. But yeah, so
Gotcha.
I really liked him because I knew him because you didn't know anyone else in the show.
Sure.
And then I guess you knew Cersei from 300.
Yes.
And
Lost another GoPro. We're just losing them left and right. That's okay.
So Cersei from 300, and then so when he went down, that was rough. That was a rough beginning to a show.
I didn't know at that point. Like, I thought I watched this whole season, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this one, it's an amazing show, and two, like, these are characters I could definitely follow and watch. And so when Ned Stark died, and you soon see a lot of other characters you were following die, or that whole family break apart at that point, it was like, where do you go from here?
I know it was tough to. It was cool because you always felt like they were the underdog, even the Starks. If you rooted for the Starks, not everyone did root for the Starks.
Nope.
You know.
Yeah. No. Well,
definitely didn't like.
It's kind of tough to root for anybody else.
Yeah. Right. You could root for like Greyjoy. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, because
no, you could.
I mean, you could sympathize with Greyjoy after, right?
After,
yeah. I mean, after I don't even can't even talk about a lot of the stuff in that show. But after like the prince or whatever of the Iron Islands loses his manhood and gets every bit of dignity stripped away, you do start to feel bad for him, even though he brought it upon himself. Yeah, you do feel bad for him. But that show was so amazing. The writers were so meticulous. I hate to give the directors praise because they screwed up the very last season, but they were so meticulous, and that's what everybody loved about the show. And I don't know who's directing the new show. I really hope it's not them.
I think they're done.
They're done?
I will never watch a show that they direct ever again.
No, and
they did so good until from what I heard, rumor-wise, Disney they had a contract with Disney, and that fell through because the backlash from Game of Thrones. But they did a great job for 7 seasons, and then they just rushed it, and they rushed it. Yep. The money was there. Don't tell me it wasn't. But no, loved Game of Thrones.
They almost need to redo the 8th season.
Yeah, good luck. Good luck.
But so I mean, because you had Sansa, you had Arya's storyline that didn't get finished yet, or a list of people she wanted to kill. You had the faceless man, whatever that.
Yeah, there was just so many stories they could branch off of, which is I think this is cool that they went backwards. I think they can still go forwards in the future. They left that open.
All the timelines are branching now.
Timelines are branching. Yeah. So Loki screwed that up too.
Yeah.
But no. So yeah, I'm very excited because more Game of Thrones. I think the better for everyone.
100%.
Just convince someone to. I told someone tonight actually. They had a Hulu. I had a Hulu. I said, "You bum off my Hulu, you get HBO Max." We yin yang. I just got myself an HBO Max tonight.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna watch some movies.
That's the way to do it. Look at this guy barter.
That's how I barter.
That's how to watch shows for free.
And then we'll watch some Gossip Girl.
I don't even want to get into Gossip Girl.
Yeah, we won't get into Gossip Girl, but all true fans know it's a good show.
Yeah. Like you said earlier, not everybody's perfect. But yeah, no, I mean I'm super excited for that one. There's what's up?
No, nothing. I'm pumped for the series, another good series that's coming out like that.
Yep.
I haven't been excited about a series like this in a long time.
Yeah,
long time.
And I think because this is a show about nerd stuff and just talking about the stuff we're into, I think we're gonna have to have our own like talking Game of Thrones.
Absolutely.
Right. So as episodes come out, definitely gonna be talking about
definitely
it.
Gonna be talking about that. But
there's
that's
gonna be
not the only show.
There's gonna be so much to recap. It's not gonna be the only show. But there's gonna be so much to recap into that. Like every episode, if they do it the same way, there's just so much detail to break down.
So I watched the podcast on Game of Thrones called Oysters, Clams, and Cockles, and they did a great job.
That's right. Yeah.
I love listening to those guys. They did a great job, and I would love to kind of,
emulate that a little bit.
Emulate them a little bit. Maybe hopefully they're not doing that one.
Well, they'll be doing it, and we're gonna do it, and we're gonna see whose is better.
Yeah,
They probably have a big following already.
They're good.
Yeah, we'll get there.
We'll get there. We can
shuck some oysters, clams, and cockles to get there.
But no, I would love to do something like that because it's a fun show, and I love listening to a podcast about cool nerd stuff and a good show that's coming out and actually following from the beginning, because that's one thing I think we both missed out on. You didn't watch Game of Thrones from the beginning, did you?
So it took no. So when the show first came out, I did not watch it live the first season. I started watching it when the third season was
third season. That's pretty good.
Yeah, I think it was the third season. Yeah, it was the third season.
I was fourth, I think.
Gotcha.
And then
I don't know why. So maybe you did the same thing. It was so widely it was so widely hyped before the show even came out. And then when the show did come out, that was all anybody was talking about it. And I was like, well, I don't want to watch it.
Because you didn't want to give in.
I felt like I was watching it already. Everybody was talking about it. And I didn't see the appeal to it, because there was a lot of shows that had came out around that time that were kind of that like same aesthetic, same genre, same time period. And a lot of them were just kind of cruddy. There was a lot of shows, fantasy shows that were made after books, like this one was. And there were a couple where I read the books and the shows were just awful, terrible. And I didn't read these books and I didn't want to watch it, but definitely glad I picked it up.
No, yeah, for sure. It was great, watching it live, waiting every week, watching it. That's like the old school days of watching shows.
It's intense.
Shows,
yeah.
Not like Netflix, gives you the whole show at once.
Binge it, yeah.
Yeah, I do like the fact of waiting a week and then talking about it with your friends and your coworkers, and like listening to other people's take on it. Like I learned so much from Oyster Clams and Cockles because they broke down scenes that I missed, and they watch it twice. They watch it once in regular, and then they'd watch it with subtitles on. Have you ever done that?
A Game of Thrones episode with subtitles
You catch a lot of stuff because the names confused me at the beginning.
Yeah.
The names, you're like, who is that? And then they'll say the name like,
because there's so many people that get introduced, and it's just, it could be brief, it could be, they could be significant or insignificant.
Mm-hmm. And I watched this. The third time through, I watched it with subtitles. Yeah. So it was watched 7 seasons through with subtitles.
That makes sense though, because there's so much dialogue in that show. Your brain gets honed in onto just that, especially when Tyrion and Varys are in the scene. But I can see that you strip away the audio. I imagine there's no audio.
No, it's okay. Audio. I just read.
Okay, no audio. You can read if you want, and one, it'd give you a chance to really pick up on what the heck their plans are. Maybe you catch it ahead of time, and if not, then you get a chance to like look at the scenery and stuff.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, because there's so much stuff going on in that show. There's like, everybody's scheming and plotting, and you really need to listen to like what they're saying, their body language and stuff that's going on in the background, because it's all these different elements that they piece together, but each of those different elements kind of foreshadow different things that are going to happen. I don't know.
No, it was it was awesome. I loved like Ned Stark didn't play the game. He didn't play the politic game. So what happened? He died.
Yeah.
You don't play the politic game. Like Cersei was the best at it.
You got to play the Game of Thrones.
You got to play the Game of Thrones. Like Cersei was the best, even though everyone hated her. She was the best at playing the game. She saw her weakness and she'd attack it. She, marry Euron because she wanted power. Wanted his power and used him. And yeah, she was good at playing it. And if people died.
You think Jaime had Stockholm Syndrome?
What's Stockholm Syndrome?
You think like she just like verbally and physically abused him so bad that's why he didn't care they were brother and sister?
Absolutely, she was the dominator.
She was the dominator, right? I don't even know what I would do in Jaime's situation. That would be such a terrifying family tree to be a part of.
Yeah, except you got a cool brother.
Cool, yeah, pretty cool brother. You can toss him.
You could throw him. You could throw him really high. He was awesome. Tyrion's the best character in that show.
Tyrion's amazing. Yeah, so we're definitely going to cover that show. House of Dragons coming up. That should be pretty dang cool. What was another show that
Lord of the Rings one?
Oh, yeah, we're definitely going to cover that one.
Yeah.
And hold on. I know we're probably at the end of our limit here, but that show is amazing, and I do want to just touch really quick because we were talking about Game of Thrones, right? So this is something Colby brought up to me, is the insane budget allocated.
So I told you Game of
Yeah.
Thrones in the last couple seasons, I think, was averaging about 15 million an episode.
which already is
Is a ton.
It's insane.
So you're like in like 90, 100, there's 8 episodes, 7 episodes, 100, 120 million, whatever, something like that.
Broke records for a TV
season.
show. Yep.
Crazy. I told him right before we started this that this new Amazon's new Lord of the Rings show.
I don't think it has a title yet.
I don't know. This new Lord of the Rings show, their budget is through the roof, and he's like, no, it's probably like double. I'm like, no, it's through the roof.
I was way off.
And the first season, we looked it up. There's 2 different numbers on here. We'll give both of them, but the first season's numbers are how much is it for the first season of the Lord of the Rings trailer? How much of the money they put into it?
So there's a couple different reports, but looks like Hollywood Reporter did do an article on this, and somebody had talked to Amazon, and they had reported that they have already or are planning on spending. This is for the first season. Actually, hold on, just to give some gravity to this. Where is my notes on? All right, so Game of Thrones in its final season, final season, right? So the final season was 15 million per episode.
Mm-hmm.
How many episodes were it? 10?
I think in the last season,
Oh,
didn't
the
they
last
split it?
season was like 7.
There were 6 or 7. I
7
think there was 6
episodes.
and 7 and 6.
Yeah.
So I think season 7 was 7. I think season 8 was 6. So let's just say 90 million, 100 million.
Yeah.
We'll just round up, like 100 million.
Yeah. So say 100 million for the budget of the biggest show in the world that already broke records for how much they spend on it. $100 million for that show. The very first season of Lord of the Rings that Amazon is producing. Somebody talked to them, and they are allocating $650 million alone for this first season. I don't know how many episodes are going to be in this, but it's probably going to be short like Game of Thrones.
I don't know how you could do short. I
Oh.
truly don't. I mean,
you don't know how you could spend all that money.
I mean, unless it's just all computer. I mean, unless
It's
you're-
expensive.
I get it, not that expensive.
But the battle scene alone, you were saying cost what, $10 million in the last
10 million in the Battle of
Game of Thrones? That battle scene in the last season, 10 million.
think-
So, and a lot of that is the
that
more.
was like a 30-minute fight too. I mean, you're talking that's so much.
That's true. That's
I-
true.
I bet you it. How many episodes do you think? 20, 12, 10?
I'm gonna go on record to say no more than 10.
I could see that. That's you're talking over 60 million per episode. That's
But if
crazy.
they is J.R. Tolkien involved in this?
Yes, he is.
Oh gosh, so these episodes are probably gonna be like an hour and a half long.
Well, in Game of Thrones were all like an hour.
Hour,
Last season they're
yeah.
all like an hour and a half.
All
too.
right, so I think they're definitely gonna be at least an hour long,
Mm-hmm.
and I think there will be 10 episodes.
65 million an episode. Okay, got it. That's a lot.
And there's nobody. The cast members are nobody. So you're not spending it on talented cast members. I don't have it pulled up anymore. So that money's got to go to CGI. This has to be like groundbreaking, beautiful CGI, like dragons walking trees, whatever the case, whatever they show. I bet it's just going to be world class, better than probably what Marvel's putting out. Like that quality.
No, it's the same budget as that.
Yeah. Holy cow. Like, this is going to be an amazing show. I'm excited to see this. Yeah, we're going to follow that one, too.
Yeah, we'll follow that one too. That's gonna be. Yeah, hopefully they come out. I don't know if we'd want them to come out at the same time. That'd be a little much.
That'd be way too much.
But
Wait,
what
when
they-
does this come out? February? Oh, wait, no.
I don't even think they
I don't
have a
know.
title. I don't think.
No. So, the House of Dragons comes out January 1st, 2022. And I don't know when this show comes out, but if they're spending that much money, it probably will be a little bit. So hopefully Game of Thrones or House of Dragons is wrapped up.
Finishes.
Yeah.
And then they start this one, and then we don't miss out as.
But we have a lot of like other little stuff to cover sprinkled in there, right?
Oh,
like
yeah.
Hawkeye
Yep.
and pretty much any other thing.
You gonna
that
watch
comes out.
Hawkeye?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that actor. I like
yeah,
that
I
character.
do too. It's free on Disney Plus.
You with your free stuff. Oh.
Yeah, I got Disney Plus. I pay for Disney Plus, so
Oh, okay. So you paid for it.
I paid for it. I didn't mooch.
Oh man. Well, I think I think we're gonna wrap this one up. This has been I honestly loved this.
This is fun. This is fun.
This was super fun. And yeah, hopefully you guys loved it. We're gonna keep doing this, and we're gonna get better as we go. So if this one was a little rough, hang in there. It only gets better from here.
Yeah, I mean, if our head goes off this way or my voice goes out, it's because we don't know what we're doing.
Yeah. No, we're testing everything. We're testing lights. We're testing sound. The software we're using, the layout, the format, everything is a test.
We all have kids, so we have to
Work around that.
them. Yeah, we have to work around their schedule, and and we have wives who we're wondering what we're doing.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're both gonna have to. We're both gonna be on our knees apologizing.
I have to
this.
bring my wife home like something that she wants, like from a
Dairy
store,
Queen, Blizzard, or
Blizzard
something.
or something from Sonic. Yeah.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Whatever she wants. That's the only way I can do this. But it
Yeah.
is what it is, right?
Yep. No, this has been absolutely fun. So this is Justin from Hardware IO, and I'm gonna drop that because this is like its own entity. So this is Justin and Colby.
I'm Colby. Just Colby from Colby.
Oh, chirp, chirp, chirp. We now lost we definitely lost a second GoPro.
All right.
But yeah, no, so working title, I don't know what it's going to be. Do you just want to call it Talking Nerdy, or do you just want to?
We can, let's roll with it. Yeah.
Talking nerdy. All right, Talking Nerdy. And hold on.
Yeah.
Before we, all right, so if we, sorry. So if we, all right, so I have this thought in my head, and it's making me laugh just thinking about it. If we go with Talking Nerdy, should we start each podcast with a like a silly
innuendo?
Yeah.
I mean, we could.
Like, okay, so
You have one in your head?
yeah, it was making me laugh just thinking about it. All right, so this is how we should have started it, but
we
maybe
still can.
Yeah, all right. So maybe I'll just start it. All right. So let me get in the mood.
Okay.
All right. So do you know how to do like 80s like porn sound, like the soundtrack?
You think I know how to do that kind of stuff?
Like
no, I do not.
Wow, 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 wow.
That's just music I play in my car. That's not.
That's true. All right, so I'll start it off with something that could be taken dirty but isn't, and yeah. So maybe this could be a pickup line for somebody. If you were a processor, would you want your transistors to be turned on or off?
I don't get it. I don't get it.
I know.
I don't.
I guess that'd be for any like computer person out there.
That's for that side of the nerds.
Yeah.
There are two different sides of the nerds. He's got that side.
But you know what I mean? Like start it off with like something like that.
Yeah, absolutely. We could do that.
I don't know. Like the intro goes and it's like talking nerdy, and then we just like it's quiet, and we just started off with like I don't know, something like that.
Oh, some just good old pickup line.
Right. I don't know. Like
we'll have to Google those.
If you were a Lannister, would you be? I don't even know where I was going with that. Would you be? I don't know. I was trying to like incorporate Tyrion in there, just
Don't
like
touch Tyrion.
a height joke.
No, not Tyrion. Tyrion's a man.
Yeah, he's fun size. I don't know. I'll work on it. I'll think of something. I don't know. It might be like a good little thing. It's just something people remember.
Yeah.
Something fun. I don't know.
Yeah, no, absolutely. We can start off with a bang.
Yeah.
You come up with your best line, and I look at you like, "What are you doing?
What are you talking about right now?" I might have to switch this up with like a little
a drink that actually tastes good.
Yeah. Hey, these are good. Bubblies.
Mm-hmm.
Not sponsored. If you want to sponsor us, go for it.
I will never drink one.
But you'll drink your like disappointment in a bottle of water.
Water, best thing you can have.
Purified emptiness, soul sucking.
Water. This at least does not disappoint me. I know what I'm getting from that. That is that's this, but with what I say, one
with
Skittle,
flavor?
one Skittle or two Skittles.
Oh,
and you just let them there and let them dissolve.
But at least I get a Skittle.
No, you don't. You get the idea of a Skittle without getting a Skittle.
Oh, man. Yeah, no, this has been a blast. All right, guys, we're signing off. Thanks for hanging out with us and listening to our nonsense. Hope you enjoy, and I hope you guys stick around for the next one.
Catch you on the flippy flip.
See ya.
Later.